Hello everyone and welcome to another Burnin Rubber 5 HD video. Now, in my last video I talked about the 7 secret cars and, well, I went over the game again and all the cars in the game, and it turns out there's actually 12 secret cars. There was probably an update or something, or I miscounted awfully on my first video. But anyway, today I want to talk about all these 12 secret cars because, well, it's been 4 days and a few other people have already gotten all 12 cars, and, well, we kind of have an idea of how to unlock them now. So, the first secret cars I showed you were, of course, the Lightning GDR, which was the skyline from the first Burnin Rubber game. However, I unlocked 2 more secret cars in the shortly after making that video, so I'm going to show you those first. The first one is the Miyoko Giant, which is the skyline from Burnin Rubber 2, a heavy sports car with average stats, and, well, it's not really different from the Giant. It has the same amount of upgrades and probably the same performance as well. The only difference is that it has this special skin that you can't get anywhere else. Another new car I got was the GT Blaze from Burnin Rubber 3. Now, unlike the variants, the special variants of the Giant, the GT Blaze from Burnin Rubber 3 actually has the stats from Burnin Rubber 3. Anyone who's played Burnin Rubber 3 will remember that the GT Blaze was the second best car in terms of overall stats, being just second only to the Panther V8, which was based off an Aston Martin. But still, it's just a GT Blaze with with less skins and a lot better performance. So if you get one of these and you don't mind having only either purple or white and blue as your colors, then just use this. There's actually a huge difference in performance. In fact, I'll show you now. Here's the regular GT Blaze. Why are there... Oh yeah, and apparently if you place down turrets, they'll last forever if you're in test drive. So yeah, you can see I'm just turning as hard as you can, and it's not turning very well either. Well, it's turning well compared to some other cars. Like, well, I'm not gonna put... What is this doing here? Okay, well, back to what I was saying. As you can see here, the regular GT Blaze has a top speed of 133 miles per hour when fully upgraded, and it has pretty good handling. So it's not too bad of a car, but then if you get the GT Blaze from Burnin Rubber 3, there's not much reason to get back to this GT Blaze. It looks the same and is just better in every way. You can see it has a much tighter turn circle, and it accelerates like crazy. It also goes a lot faster. It goes 10 miles per hour faster, so that's a pretty big improvement as well. So, last time I think I said that these secret cars will most likely be a bunch of reskins. Well, then I'm glad I'm wrong, because there's actually a reason to unlock these secret cars if some of them offer performance like this. Another secret car unlocked later on was the Fox APC. Now, let me just find that right now. Here it is. The Fox APC, or IFV, I don't know. It's a four-wheeled... It's a four-wheeled armored personnel carrier from Burnin Rubber 4. It was the boss of the snow area, I think it was called. And, well, it's basically a faster version. It's a faster, more maneuverable version of the Taurus APC, which is already in the game. It can also carry more weapons, which is an added bonus, but like any other armored vehicle in this game, it's not very fast compared to some of the sports cars, like the GT Blaze, the Inferno, and the Panther V8. Even though, actually, I think I just gave away. Well, yeah, as I said, the Panther, I did not mean to give that away, but yeah, another car that was discovered is the Panther V8, which is, if you recall when I was talking about the GT Blaze from Burnin Rubber 3, the Panther V8 from Burnin Rubber 3 is the best car in the game. It can be maxed out. Again, all of its statistics could be maxed out. So basically, there was no competition. It's basically the Burnin Rubber 3 version of the Tumbler. So judging by the way it's organized, since the Panther V8 is basically a reskin of the Tyrant, it would most likely be one of these two cars here. I didn't unlock this car, but I know about it because my a Steam user called Ski2 Alps posted a bunch of pictures on the Steam thread, the discussion thread that I made. So I know what all 12 vehicles are, but I don't have any clue on what their performance or upgrades are, so you'll probably have to ask somebody else for that. I do know that there's going to be in addition to the Panther V8, there's also the Devil DB9, which is the Aston Martin from Burnin Rubber 1, which was just like the Panther V8. It was the best car in its game, so yeah, that's it. It could also have improved stats, considering it was the best car in its game. Another car, next to the Macari, is probably the car that everyone wanted to return, the DX Turbo, which is based off the Audi R8. It was a car that made an appearance in Burnin Rubber 3, and then it showed up in Burnin Rubber Shift, which was kind of a spin-off of Redline Rumble. I know I'm stuttering a lot. I'm not really good at talking. I'm going to be honest with you. Next to the Macari, I already talked about that. Whoops. Okay. These two secret cars next to the Vulcan are the Vulcan M6 and the Fazer Gti. The Vulcan M6 was the original BMW M6 that showed up in Burnin Rubber 1. It was the second starter car that you could get next to the Lightning GDR. It was a car with a high top speed and a lower acceleration. And the Fazer GTI probably followed the same trend that the Vulcan M6 set. It was once again the one of two starter cars in Burnin Rubber 2, and out of the two starter cars, the Fazer GTI had a higher top speed in exchange for a lower acceleration. However, the Fazer GTI name reappeared in Burnin Rubber 3 as the starter car, and as a starter car, it had the lowest stats of all cars. On a side note, this is an LMS car, and it is slower than a horse. Look at that top speed. Slower than a horse. Next secret car is the Petite XS Turbo. It is the reskin of the Petite XS based on the Petite XS from Burnin Rubber 2. I don't remember it being called the Petite XS Turbo. I just remember it being called the Petite XS. It was a car that had that had high acceleration, average speed, and was very lightweight. I don't know. Once again, I don't know about the stats because I didn't find this car. Ski2 Alps did on Steam. After the Evader is the Forces, which is a car from Rally Point 3, I think? I don't know. I've never really played Rally Point, but yeah, this is a car from Rally Point, from one of the Rally Point games. I remember seeing it on the as the thumbnail for that game, and once again, I don't have the stats for it, so I'm just showing you what it looks like on screen. If anyone wants to get it, then just go for it. Next up is the Spryster. It's kind of a wordplay on spider or something, I don't know. Spryster. A special version of the Spryster is the Spryster Turbo, the second starter car from Burnin Rubber 2. It has the lowest top speed of all cars in Burnin Rubber 2, but has a higher acceleration than the Fazer GTI. Than the Fazer GTI, not Fazer. I used to call it the Fazer when I was young. Anyways, I don't know about the stats in this game, but I hope they are better than the Spryster's stats, because if I remember when I got this in the original Burnin Rubber 5, the Spryster was not that good. And there we go, that's all 12 That's all 12 secret cars, and if you include the tumbler and the horse that you would get at the end, technically there'd be 14 secret cars in this game. Actually, no, not the tumbler, the Joker RC that you get from collecting all hidden packages. But yeah, that's all secret cars. Now, how do you unlock these secret cars? I'm still not sure, but I unlocked the Miyoko Giant, the Fox, and the GT Blaze from Burnin Rubber 3, all by completing a different event and getting prestige in them. So as you can see here, I have prestige in a lot of events by now, and so I'm not quite sure about this, but I'm gonna take a guess that you unlock secret vehicles by completing a specific event and getting prestige time in it. Or maybe there's still some other stuff that you have to accomplish. But I just know I got the Fox by let me show you it right now actually. I got the Fox by completing Railway Station on Prestige, but it was the daily challenge, so that might have something to do with it. I got the GT Blaze from Burnin Rubber 3, also on a daily challenge, and that was Street Life. And I happened to get prestige on this as well. I also got the I got the Miyoko Giant from a race as well. I don't remember where it was. And the Lightning GDR was also a daily challenge. I think it was Super Off-Road, which I got the Lightning GDR from. But most of the time I got them from daily challenges, so I'm honestly not sure anymore. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure prestige has something to do with it, but it could also have something to do with the kind of car you're driving. So I'm not sure. I'm just gonna find a race that I haven't got prestige on yet and see if I get a secret car from it. I'll see you after that. I'll probably use this slipstream actually. I've never used the horse before, so I'm gonna use it. Also, in case anyone's noticed, I like to put game references in my video, so if anyone gets it, let me know. I don't know if I'll get prestige time for this one. There we go. Oh, yeah, see? Got another one. Now, if I remember correctly, it is the GT Blaze, so I'm guessing you just have to get prestige time on certain specific challenges to unlock the hidden vehicles. Now, I'm not sure what vehicle I got. If I remember correctly, it is the GT Blaze. However, I did the Devil's Run as a daily challenge and got the GT Blaze from Burnin Rubber 3, so I'm not sure if I'll get another GT Blaze from Burnin Rubber 3, or maybe I'll unlock a new vehicle, maybe the Fox or something. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm probably going to make another Burnin Rubber 5 video on the various bugs and glitches you can find in this game, so if anyone knows any, just comment down below. I'd actually like to find out all the bugs and glitches about this game, because, well, let's be honest, nobody really watches any other video I make except for this one, because I'm probably the only guy making these kind of videos. So, with all that said, see you later.